to do similarities and difference about that. And just to try to move from one and the other one. So yes, try to be clear with that. Yes, using linking device as my classmate mentioned. So
Exactly.
like that.
Okay. I think that's all. Do you have questions about part one or part two? Do you have any doubt? Is everything clear for you?
Yeah, for me
Yes.
it was very clear.
Okay, that's okay. We're gonna get into practice right now. Okay, so that's what
Yeah.
we're gonna do. So I want you, Walton, I want you to look at what we're gonna do now so that you can follow afterwards. Okay, so check what we're going to do with Adriana. I want Adriana and Jorge to begin. Okay, and then I want you just to follow the idea that the dynamic that we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Remember that for this speaking part one, you will only have 2 minutes, okay? So
Okay.
now, last encounter, we didn't have that much seriously, okay? But today we are going to take it seriously. So I will share my screen with you, and we will start with part one. So I want you to be ready.
Yes.
Yes.
At it. I will tell you go. Okay, please. Your time is has run out. Okay, so I will have it here. So I will show you my screen with you. Remember that this first part is about yourself, so it isn't that hard. Okay, it is so easy to answer the question. Okay, so we're going to start with Adriana, and then we follow with Jorge. Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
No yet.
Okay, not yet. What about now?
No.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me see what happens here. Well, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, what about now? Do you see the screen?
No.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah,
Sorry,
can't.
my
teacher.
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, wait. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, there you go. Okay, we're going to start while this is loading. So I will ask you personal question. Remember that you will have 2 minutes to speak on your own, and you will also to give extended answers, okay? So first of all, the first question will not be like the main one, so don't worry about timing there.
Teacher,
Just
I can
answer.
see the questions.
Yeah, it's okay. I will tell you the question while this is loading, because it is a bit slow, this computer. So, but it doesn't matter, okay? So Adriana, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Bogota. I live in California right now.
Okay, you live in LA, right?
Yes. Well, it's
Okay.
a town near to Los Angeles. It's called like we call Lancaster, California.
Okay. What about now? Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Ah, yes,
Okay, that's
teacher.
okay. Okay, Jorge, where are you from?
I'm from Ibagué, Lima.
Where do you live?
I'm a, I am living in Ibagué, Lima, tutor.
Okay, that's good. So, Adriana, if
Yes.
you could travel to one country in the world, where would you go?
I would like to travel to Canada because it's a nice place to go and just to meet people in there. I would like to travel.
Okay, sorry, for this specific part, I want you to mute your microphones, please, Jimena. Your microphone, please. It will be muted. That's better, so that I can listen well to Adriana and Jorge. Yeah, just for this specific part. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, okay, that was a short answer, but that's okay. So, Jorge, how important is it to you to spend time with your family?
Okay, spend the time with my family is very important because I can share many things about them, and we can remember many things about our family. And for me, it's very important to interact with my father and my mother because it's one part in our life, and especially when the boy is growing up, it's very important to share with the parents because nowadays there are many guys who doesn't the opportunity to share with their family. For that reason, nowadays they decided to take a bad way in their lives. For me, it's very important to share with our parents, our family, one moment. For example, in Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, a special occasion in our life. For me, it's very important.
Okay, okay, thank you. Adriana, who do you think has had the greatest influence on your life and why?
Well, um, I think that it's my daughter because I wasn't expecting to have a son. So I just um, I am so glad to have her because she just she led me to do many things right. I haven't think some years ago. So she's the higher influencer for me. So I'm trying to finish my career this semester so it could be a good and the best option and decision that I had been taking. So it's a lot of things to do right now because she's a teenager. So uh, we have to focus on her and her behavior and many things around her. So she's the person who motivated me to do what I'm doing right now.
Okay, thank you so much. So now we'll go with Walton and Jimena. Okay, so please, Adriana and Jorge, can you mute your microphones, please, just for a while? Okay, I will go with Walton. Okay, Walton. So, Walton, have you celebrated anything recently and how? Okay, Walton, are you there?
Can you listening? Can you hear me?
Okay, now I do. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yes, my birthday. My birthday was last week, last Friday. Um, and I celebrated with my mother and my father and my stepfather. Um, we went to San Andres, and there we got to know different places, and they give me a lot of gifts. That was that's it.
Okay, Jimena, do you like using the internet to keep in touch with people?
Well, I am not very friend. I'm not friend with a social media, but I like to have WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram to communicate with my family, to see memes, to see the news, and it's important to be in communication and informative, I think.
Okay, okay, thank you. Walton, do you think you spend too much time working or studying?
I consider I spend too much time studying because I read. I have to read a lot for teaching my classes, and have to read so much for this university. Um, yes, I just work 5 hours per day, and I spend 7 or even though 8 hours per day studying reading. So I consider I spend too much time studying.
Okay, good. Jimena, what sort of work would you like to do in the future?
Okay. I like to work in sort. Can you tell me what is sort in an
What
example?
kind? Yes, what kind of work? What type of work?
Ah, okay. Yes.
Okay.
I like to be in administration in an school. I had the idea with my sister to have a school because we want to applicate some ideas and good things that we have seen that lacks in education and with people that lacks of resources. Um, this is the idea.
Okay, thank you. That was good. Okay, it was more than 2 minutes, but yeah, it worked. Okay. So
Okay.
something important for you to be ready when you will be taking this exam. For this part one is easy. You see, it isn't that hard. So you have to listen carefully to the questions, and also if you don't understand something, you could ask again, just as Jimena did. Okay, that was good. Can you give me an example about this specific word? That's okay. You could do that, and it wouldn't rest you scores or points. Okay, that was good. So
Okay.
also remember for you all, give extended responses. Okay, do not use short answers because that is going to that is going to lower your score. Okay, you're not gonna get a high mark, but just the opposite. Okay, so please, if you're asked about I don't know, how important is it to you to spend time with your family, for example, why, Jorge did a really good job. Okay, he developed his answer and he was accurate in what he was saying, and also it was coherent. Okay, he didn't make anything up. He just said what it was in his mind. Okay, so please, also you don't have to make it that long, but also not too short. Okay, so you have to be ready. That is also for Walton and for Jimena. Okay,
Okay.
so if you can extend your answer, that will be awesome. Okay. So
Okay.
do you like using the internet to keep in touch with people? So you have a lot of things to say there. Okay. So don't worry. Okay. We're not in a hurry. You have 2 minutes, so it is okay. Okay. So please, yeah, give details, not too much details, but also you will have to improve
Mm,
your answer. Okay, just as you did well. That was good. Also you have to be enthusiastic. There was one specific part of the video that we sent to you. Okay, so for
yeah.
example, what do you do for a living? And then you say, well, I am a teacher and I'm so happy to be a teacher. I love being a, you know what I mean, right? You're not
Yeah.
showing any feeling, any emotion, and then you have to believe in the interlocutor is not going to give you that really, really good score because he is wanting to see that you are interested in this exam and also in what you about what your partner is saying. Okay, so please don't be like a robot. Okay, you could show
Uh,
your emotions. Don't worry. This is not a picture for your ID. This is just an interview and exam, so you can show also the enthusiastic. Okay, what do you do for a
mm,
living? Well, I teach and I love teaching. I mean, you don't
mm,
have to be like an American. Okay, because yeah, Americans, they do so, they speak like that. Well, I'm so happy to be here. It's so amazing. I think Adriana knows what I'm talking about, and maybe most of you know what I'm talking about. So, but please be enthusiastic, okay? So this is
mm.
not that
Yeah.
hard. We're going to move forward, and we're gonna get to the. Okay, we will practice a little bit more. So I have more
Mm.
questions here. Do you see here my screen?
Yeah. Part one.
Okay. Yeah, part
I
one. Okay. Yes, Adriana or Jimena, who's
I
talking?
can't. I can see completely.
Okay, let me see. What about now?
In 1 minute, please. Okay, okay.
Okay, now you do. Okay, Adriana,
Yeah. Can you hear me?
yes, I do. I listen. Yeah, I hear you well, Adriana. Okay, Jorge, this is for you. Okay, Jorge.
Yes, teacher, I am
Okay,
listening.
what? Okay, okay. Go ahead. What do you
Yes.
most like about the place where you live?
What is Okay. I am living in Ibagué City. Ibagué City is a very small capital of Tolima, uh, where Ibagué City there are many places to visit. For example, the Parque Simón Bolívar is very beautiful, and our city is called Musical of Colombia, the capital of music. And in our city, there are many places where people can dance, where can dance, and there are many famous restaurants in my city. And here we have a church, an old church, and it's very famous in our city. It's very beautiful. It's called Cathedral of Tolima.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
teacher.
you. Okay, thank you. Adriana,
Yes.
what sports are most popular with people in your country?
Mm, Well, in Colombia, there is a soccer team in there. So I am really following Colombian team. So that's what I know now. So I'm really like, and it's the most popular uh, sport in my country.
O-
Yeah, and I'm so proud of my Colombian team.
Okay, which sports do you enjoy playing and watching or watching?
Watching, I like football. So yes, and I can't play anything because I just, well, 2 years ago, I just broke my neck. So I can do anything like that kind of sport. Well, so I just walk and that's it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, you had more time, but that's okay. That was a good answer. It was a bit short, but yeah, you get to the point. You get to the point. So that's the idea. Okay, so I have more questions here for Jimena. Jimena, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, Jimena. Here we go with you. I had one here. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, if you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time?
Okay. If I hadn't sleep, I'd like to read. Especially in the university, we have to prepare ourselves in lectures and in the better way. I like to practice more English conversation because I feel like I need to have more practice to be fluent fluently. Mm, and and yes, I like to enjoy this time reading and studying, and maybe I like to share with my family and to take advantage to do my homeworks and to do my job in better way.
Okay, thank you. Walton, what job would you be terrible at?
I'm so terrible teaching maths. I really, really, really hate maths. Um, because I consider I was born for human science.
Okay, that's it.
Yes, That's it.
Okay, okay, that's okay. Okay, we're gonna finish there. So you did good. You all did good. Was good. You have a really good range of vocabulary. You really know how to express yourself, and you are coherent as well. You don't say fiction things or something like that. So it is okay. So please, I just want you to remember that it is important to give extended answers because then your score or your band score will be affected. Okay, so that is for you all. Try to develop the idea. Okay, so you have time to think a little bit and try to develop your idea. Also, something that will be graded for you is how much do you stop while you're talking. So for example, if you say, well, I like pets, because I used to have a cat, okay, so that is going to affect your schedule. So you don't have to be in a hurry as well. Well, I like pets because I used to have a cat. Not that way. You can speak in the pace that you think is appropriate. Okay, it's properly. But remember that, yeah, too much stops, that will be like, maybe this guy is insecure or he's not really sure what he's saying, and he wants to get a way out from the question. So please stick to the question. But you're doing so good. I mean, you're good, guys. So we're going to practice part two. So in this part, this is one of the hardest to me, I think, because of the time. Remember, in this part, you will only have 1 minute, okay, to speak on your own about two of the pictures, okay? It will be given to you 3 pictures. I already said that to you before, but you will only have the options to choose 2 of them, okay? And afterwards, after, so you will have to compare and contrast, okay? Also, you have to pay attention to the questions here above because you will have to answer them. So I want you to, we're gonna switch partners, okay? So I want Adriana to be with Jimena in this specific case. Yes, Adriana and Jimena will be one group. Remember, this exam, I mean, you will be pairs. This exam is in pairs, okay? And Walton is going to work with Jorge. Okay.
Okay.
Adriana and Jimena. Okay, I want you to choose, Adriana, first your candidate A. I want you to choose 2 of these pictures, and then, I mean, sorry, a question for you. We already had these ones, right? The last encounter. We had those. We had these. Did we have these 3 pictures before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so I will change them, okay? But that's not a problem for you. You will be good at it. Okay. So I want you to choose 2 of the pictures, compare, speculate, contrast, and also answer to the questions. We're gonna use this. And how might each of them benefit from this? Adriana, you will start. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I going to choose the number 1 and number 2. So I I can imagine that the first picture is a father who is worried about the her his his child. He just leave at school in the morning. So in number 2, this is a mom who is a single mom. She's trying to teach her her little daughter how to cook. So they are just baking. So they enjoy to share a time together. So this is a usual family around the world. So they are just sharing their life and time.
Okay, thank you. That was 1 minute. That was really good. Okay, Jimena, what would you think would be the best activity for you to do along your family?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes, what would it be the best activity for you to do with your family?
Okay. Eh, I think it's a good activity. Sample things like share food, share a game, share watching television, an activity where you can find fun, but you can collect memories. That's good.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Remember that you will have to answer the question regarding or accordingly to the pictures, okay? It is a question
Okay.
about the pictures, okay? So there is, but that's okay. You did it good. That was good. But remember, it is about the pictures that we're showing you here, okay?
Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
remember that. But that was good. You took 30 seconds, so that was good. So this is one of the idea, okay? So you have to be ready because here Adriana was candidate A, and then she stopped talking, and then the interlocutor will ask candidate B a question about the pictures, okay? So you have to pay attention to what Adriana or the person that is going to be with you is saying, okay? You
Okay.
did good. Okay, I want to stick to this same picture, okay? So it will be easier for you guys. So I want Jorge to start. Okay, Jorge, you have
Yes.
1 minute. I want you to choose two of the pictures. I want you to compare, contrast, and also answer the question, why might the people be talking to each other, and how might each of them benefit from this? You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, in the picture number one, I can see the father and his son, and the father is talking with his son because I suppose he's the first day of the school, and his father tries to give him one advice because I can see that his son is very sad, and his father tried to approach him to that the school is very good. And the picture number three, I can see a grandmother together with her children. Okay, with children, and uh, she's teaching some pictures because I can see that the girl is very happy watching the pictures. And I suppose that the old woman or her grandmother is talking about the each pictures. Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
thank you. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, that was more than 1 minute, but then I will get back to you. Okay, Walton, what do
Yes.
you think is the hardest activity?
Is the what?
The hardest activity.
Porter.
Um, for me, the hardest activity is cooking. Since you have to mix food, you have to think about what you're gonna do, and if you are doing this activity with a child, it is more difficult because you have to pay attention if she, in this case, is doing the things right, if she is not gonna burn herself, if she's not gonna cut herself, and
Okay, okay, thank
that's
you.
it.
That was good. Okay, so I want you to remember, okay, that was good. All of you did good. Something to be ready with is linking devices, okay? Linking words. So while you're talking about the pictures, please, you could move back and forth from picture 1 to picture 3. Okay, you don't have to take 30 seconds talking about picture 1 and then the other 30 seconds about picture 3. No, that's not the idea. The idea is that you all compare, okay? So you can compare. Jorge, I think Jorge did an excellent work, an excellent job, but still you missed answering the question clearly, okay? So that will be important for you to be ready, because if you only do it in one minute,
Oh my gosh, what happened?
so please, you have to do it in 1 minute. That is the challenge, okay? Because it is only 1 minute. So remember that, and also be coherent, okay? For example, for the cooking part, you started saying something about yourself, right? As a first person, that was good, Walton. You need to keep the same idea, okay? Because then you just turn to second person and then third person, instead of she or he. I mean, that is good. It wasn't bad, but you have to be coherent, okay? So if you start talking about yourself, remain that way, okay? Stay there. You can say, okay, for me it is like this, and for me, and then it will only for you, and then not maybe about she or he. You know what I mean, right? You know exactly what I meant. You did good pronunciation, good. Yeah, you could do it in a different pace, different rhythm, but that was okay, okay? But please stay to the personal person that I mean, to the first person that you used, okay? In this case, for me, it was okay. That is good. Okay, remember to compare, okay? So you can say in picture 1, I see there is a father, just as Jorge did. That was good. There is this father, maybe giving security. Maybe he's trying to his son, his little son. Maybe it seems him to be 7 years old. I don't know. You don't even know what's the age of this guy, but you can speculate about it. Okay, so you can say, and this is the more challenging for me, picture 1, because he's ready to take a risk going to her first day of class. But on the other hand, we see that in picture 3, there is just a little girl with her grandma or her grandma. It could be, okay, and they're not taking any risk. They're just watching pictures, seeing pictures, and it seems to me, my guess is that, or I assume, I mean, you could use those linking devices, okay? They're just talking about history or stories or whatever, okay? This is just an idea. So we will move on. We will keep practicing. So I want Walton. I want you to start, okay, Walton? So this is going to be Walton and Jorge again. Okay,
Okay.
Walton, you don't have to choose picture because there are only 2 pictures there, so don't worry about that. But I want you to compare and to contrast and also answer the question. Why, my goodness, I don't see the question. Why are the two different? Let me see what the question is about because this is blocking me. Okay, let me just move here.
Oh my gosh, I'm very near.
Okay, this is okay. There you go. Okay, so why are the two different kinds of relationship important to teenagers? You have 1 minute to answer the question and to compare and to contrast. Go ahead.
Okay, the picture A. In the picture A, there are 5 people. Maybe they are friends. In the picture B, there are 6 people, 4 kids, and uh, I don't know how to say that. Um, the second picture represents a family.
Sí.
They are playing around. Um, in the first picture, they are just chilling out, spending some time together, making talking about some pictures they took, and so forth. I-
Okay, thank you, Walton. That is 1 minute. Thank you. So you started really good. It was good the beginning. You began describing. That was good. And yeah, I thought you were going to keep doing the same, but then, I mean, something good is that I don't know what's in your mind, okay? Or the interlocutor there, the examiner, he will he will not know what's in your mind. So don't worry about words that you don't know. So you don't have to say, I don't know this word. I forgot the words. Sorry, how do I say telefono? You don't have to do that, okay? Because I don't know what's in your mind, so you can take advantage from that, okay? So that is one mistake that many students do when they do this exam. Okay, they're just freaked out with when some words appear to their minds in Spanish, and they don't know how to translate them. So don't talk about whatever is in your mind, but also in a coherent way. But that's okay. Okay, Jorge, I want you to
My
tell me
turn.
why are the two different kinds of relationship important to teenagers? From these two pictures, please, you can compare, contrast. Go ahead, you have one
Okay.
minute.
Okay, teacher. The picture at the top half, I can see five people. They could be sharing an information by the telephone, by the cellular phone. They could be sharing pictures, and I can see they are very happy. And at the bottom of the picture, I can see a black woman. She is smiling. And at the foreground of the picture, I can see two ladies, and they are very happy too. At the bottom of the picture, I can see the family. They could be playing, or they could be very happy, and they are six people. In the background of the picture, I can see the trees, and I suppose they are in a farm or they are in a park. Okay, teacher, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, remember something. You did good. That was good. 1 minute. It was 1 minute exactly.
Ah,
Remember
one.
also, okay, Adriana, would you like to say something about the picture? Adriana?
Yes, can you hear me?
I do. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What can you tell me
Well,
about the picture?
yes, this is a new generation. Their first picture, there is a classmate, I can imagine, but they are in the same room and they are just together, but they are texting and doing everything like that. So in the second one, there is a family that they used to do the normal things like sharing their time. So there is a good and the family that we used to ground on that. So this is a new generation, right? So they are just texting and they are trying to do uh, other things, other thing like just I don't know. They are not sharing their time
Okay,
together. Yeah.
good. That was good. Okay, and I think you answered the question. Okay, that was good. So why are the two different kinds of relationship important to teenagers? That was good. Yes, we are in a different generation because of all the social media, and we have different, yeah, different kind of relationships because Yeah, they were too different when we were kids. I mean, I'm just 25, so I'm not that old, but I'm talking for some of you that maybe you were more outside, right? On the street, playing with others, playing hiding, right? How
Yeah.
to hide, and then the other one goes after you, and so on. So that is good. So that is important information. Remember to compare, okay? You have to compare. Maybe you could say the very first picture, it isn't that good, that kind of relationship, because that is kind of an addiction for them. They can't get along without their cell phones. That is one of the idea. It doesn't mean the picture doesn't mean that, but you can speculate. You know what I mean? That's also part of this part two. Okay, so you have to be ready, because after candidate A is done sharing about the pictures, then you will be asked a new question for candidate B. You will have to answer for around 30 seconds about the pictures that your partner already shared. Okay. So you have to be ready, you have to pay attention, and you have to also use linking words, okay? Linking devices. Okay? So I want you to be ready for next encounter, because you can get on internet, you can research so many words. For example, probably, maybe, even though, you could say I suppose, tend to be, in contrast, on the other hand, okay, both, the opposite. You could say I can assume, or my guess is that, might as well, whereas, I wouldn't be surprised, conversely. Yeah, so you will be able to connect. So please look for linking devices, linking words for next encounter. And this is all about this part two, okay? It isn't that hard. So please remember those features and characteristics. And also remember to compare, okay? And contrast. You have to find differences, okay? Differences in the pictures. Not only describe, because that is not the idea. I'm not blind, or the interlocutor wouldn't be blind. He will see what's going on in the picture. They have cell phone. Oh, okay, I can see that clearly. There are 5 people, of course, I can see that clearly. There's 6, of course, I can see that clearly. Okay, but you did good. Remember that it is only 1 minute, so it isn't that much. So you have to take advantage of your own time. Okay, don't waste time by describing. Okay, and
Okay.
try to answer the questions. Okay, you all did good. But if you describe, compare, and contrast, and you don't answer the questions, it will be bad. Okay, it wouldn't be good. You know what I mean, right? You do. So do you have questions about part two,
No.
or is everything clear for you?
Yeah, was it clear?
I
Okay,
think so. It's
you think it's so clear. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I want to tell you that next encounter will be, wait a minute. You see here my calendar, right? Will be on 30, okay? It wouldn't be this Saturday, because today for us is like our Saturday, okay? So the rest of the encounters will be on the same schedule. Sorry, Sunday for you, right? This is group 15,
Okay.
right? On Sunday, yeah. I'm having classes with you on Sunday. So it will be the same schedule, okay? It was only,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
okay? So the 31st.
okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so you have 2 weeks. That is also for you, Walton. You have almost, I mean, more than 2 weeks to get ready for next encounter. Please watch the videos that you didn't watch, because that will give you the context to be in this encounter. Okay?
Teacher, I
That,
have a question.
yes, yes, Jorge, tell me.
What page do you recommend to practice about this picture, describe picture? What page do you recommend?
Do you want to practice with me? That's what you're saying, or what do you mean? Because you could
A
practice every
page.
time you can.
in internet.
Understand that. I understand he wants to you give some pages
Okay,
Exactly.
or
okay, some websites. Okay, that's good.
yeah,
Yeah, website, yes,
yes, I think so.
to recommend to practice.
Oh my gosh. ¿Qué pasó, mi morrito? El niño así. What happened? Are you there?
Okay, Jorge, is it okay for
Yes,
you? Okay. Adriana, you have a question. Tell me.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you. So yeah,
Okay, that's
but I have a question. But you told me yesterday, the last meeting, that
okay.
you will answer later for me. So I
Okay,
will
yeah.
wait for.
Please, can you stay? Yeah, can you stay a little longer in this conversation, please?
Yes.
So I want yeah, wait a minute. So I want remember to take the listening quiz, please. That is 10 points of this encounter, so it is important for you to do it. And here is my computer trying to stop sharing my own screen. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Okay, so please remember to take the listening quiz any day of this week. And also remember to check the information. Please check the information. Simple videos, they aren't that hard. It will only take you maybe 15 minutes to watch them all. So please do it, and it is going to be important for you. Are you seeing my screen or you're seeing my face?
Your face.
I am
Okay,
seeing
that's
you.
good. That's good. Okay, that's the idea. So thank you so much. This was a really good encounter. You all were so engaged, and you got the idea of what the part one and part two was about. Okay, thank you so much for that. So I think we're done. That's it. And I want everyone to leave the conversation, and I will stay with you, Adriana. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will stop recording. See you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Have a great
Sunday.
night.